Welcome to the second lesson in Tai Chi for Rejuvenation. Today we're learning about mindfulness and self-care. We're going to add the move waving hands in the clouds. In lesson 1, we access the medicine factory inside us that counteracts the stress chemicals and hormones that hurt the body, like increased cortisol. This breath medicine creates a healing and calming response, and how wonderful that it is available to us anytime and any place. Let's begin with our 3 warm-up exercises. First, we're going to stand hip width apart, if you remember. We're going to have our hands float up by the wrists. Our fingertips rise up and we turn the palms in, and we gently sink the elbows to remind our head to go straight back so our head is over the shoulders. We gently push out and float those hands down as we tuck the neck, the chin on the neck. We're going to do 3, so let's start our second one. Breathing in, floating those fingertips up, sinking the elbows as we remind the head where to be. Pushing straight out, gently float down and tuck the chin on the chest. And one more as we move slowly, smoothly, and continuously. Relaxing, softening our joints. Head at eye level, always in Tai Chi, unless we're doing this one neck stretch. So our second exercise, we hold our Tai Chi ball. We're going to have the bottom hand come up, spiral out toward the sun as if it were a plant, a little sprouted sunflower. Then we turn the palms towards each other, and the new palm, the new hand, little sprout comes and spirals up so we can see straight ahead. Turn those palms towards each other and we spiral up and block. We sink and relax the tailbone, and then we lengthen up the crown, so we're really decompressing our spine, relaxing the tailbone, and then lengthening up the crown. And now we're going to take our soft, loose fists and rest them on the top of our hips. We're going to take our feet that were pointing straight ahead and just point them just off 12 o'clock, slightly off. And we shift over to one tree trunk leg, sink into those roots, and then put the heel down without weight, short and wide. Melt it down to 12 o'clock straight on, so when we come gently on top of it for our punch, it's facing ahead. We bring it back slightly angled toward your 11 o'clock maybe. We heel short and wide and melt the toes down, and then come gently, bring our fist forward with our weight. Shifting the weight back, we bring it back. So heel down first, melt the foot down, softly coming on and off of that foot. Place the foot, bringing that fist forward and spiraling it back. We're going to do one more each side. So heel down, melt it to 12 o'clock. This is our bow and arrow stance, or our bow stance. Nice and very stable because the heel is short and wide, and the back has leverage, a little bit of leverage because it's slightly off 12 o'clock. So that is our 3 warm-up exercises. And from here, we're going to review what we learned in our first class, and that was our breathing, open and close. Remember that? So we started with a commencement. We started with our feet close together. We stepped out to hip width with our left. And then we bring that breathing little balloon, softening our knees and our joints. We're going to breathe in and it opens a little bit, and breathe out and it closes. And there's a little balloon in the belly, remember? We breathe in, it gets bigger, and the below our belly button, and then a little bit smaller. We did 3. We're going to breathe in one more time and exhale. And then we put that little ball down and we come back to where we started, closing form. So let's do that one more time. We're going to step out and remember, coming up, we soften our joints. We want to remember that we are strong as we breathe in and breathe out, and we are resilient, and we are whole. And then gently set that ball down and close form. Now, if you're sitting down or lying down in bed, you can close your eyes and really drop into the peace with that breathing. Help you sleep better tonight. But I don't recommend it if you're standing, because when we close our eyes, some people can get dizzy and it can cause you to fall. So we're going to avoid that. And remember, if you're facing a stressful situation or a stressful person, you can take a minute and go to another room or even to the restroom and practice this breathing method so you can come back ready to respond well instead of react poorly or in a way you'd regret. So let's do it one more time and really sink in and drop into the peace of it. Coming up with our breathing, our sensing hands, we're going to breathe in, breathe out. I am strong. I am resilient. I am whole. Well done. So we are going to learn waving hands in the clouds, like I said. If you would watch me, I'm going to do 3 of them to demonstrate or show you the map of where we're going today, the new move, and then I will break it down for you. So this is how it's going to look. Okay, so we're going to start off with our sensing hands. Our bodies have deep inner wisdom, and we are going to listen in to our heart and our gut, our intuition. This is our sovereign central alignment line, our sovereign center. So from here, we are going to expand and open up as if we're hugging a pillow or giving ourselves a hug, or we're dancing with ourselves as a dance partner. This would be, it's facing our heart and our dantian, our center of gravity, but it would be behind the shoulder and behind the small of the back if we were dancing. So I'll come a little closer. We're going to turn slightly off center line, off 12 o'clock, turning on our Tai Chi pole or our Tai Chi spine. It's like a merry-go-round pole. We come back to center and go a little beyond center to your maybe 1 o'clock. Change hands, scoop the bottom hand so it's facing as we turn. So we turn the palm out. We then let it drop as we swap places and it scoops back. We go to our other side, turn it out, drop it down, the other one rises, and we are turning on that central alignment line. We're going to come over one more time, and that is 3 waving hands in the clouds. So we can put that together with a commencement and make it a form in itself. So we come together with our feet close together. We step out to hip width. We bring up our hands to connect with our sovereign center, our listening hands. We're going to expand them. We're going to turn a little off center. The palm turns like the queen wave, turns out, drops down and scoops toward the dantian, towards the belly. It's going to turn out like the queen wave. Drop it down and it scoops in, almost like maybe a gate opening on a hinge. Changing hands, the gate closes. So we can say no. That is a perfectly good thing to do. If there's something not right for you, we can be the gatekeepers of our health, mental and physical. We're going to let worry go with that last one and close form. So let's add, for our third practice, let's add our class one, our lesson one, our breathing open and close 3 times before we add that in the middle. So let's try it together. Follow me. Stepping out with commencement. Our ball, holding our ball, we come up and we soften our joints. We're going to breathe in. Do our 3 breaths first. Inhale, the little balloon in the belly gets a little bigger and then it gets a little smaller. And our third one, a little bit bigger, a little bit smaller. And then we're going to sense our inner central alignment line. And then we're going to expand from here as if there were a pillow there. We're going to be our gatekeepers. We're going to send love and appreciation to our heart, our whole body, as if we're giving ourselves a self-care hug. Appreciation, unconditional love, wherever our body is today. Really sensing what it does for us. It's amazing. So our bodies thrive with appreciation, not just survive. They can thrive with love and care. We're going to let worry go with that last one. We're going to come and breathe 3 breaths. We're just going to make a sandwich of it, aren't we? And then what comes after those 3 breaths? You guessed it. We're going to put the ball down and do our closing form. Perfect. Well done. Excellent. So we are going to do our cool down. There's a gentle tap of the thighs. And then we're going to lengthen the crown, push into the floor, squeeze and relax. Let's do that again. Tighten all your muscles and then relax. We're decompressing that spine. And then we're going to do our 3 breaths, gathering good health, letting tension go, gathering unconditional love, caring for ourselves, letting go of that critical voice, letting it melt out of our bodies. So we want to savor our practice. You can savor your practice by treasuring the gift of you yourself, as much as anybody in the entire universe deserve your love and affection. So I will see you next class. Thank you for joining me. I look forward to class 3.